The air was thick with tension as Princess Amara and Elias stood frozen in the narrow tunnel beneath the castle. Behind them, the sound of armored boots clashing against stone echoed louder and louder. "Run," Elias whispered urgently. Amara didn't hesitate. With torches in hand, they sprinted through the damp, winding passageway, their shadows dancing along the ancient stone walls. Behind them, the royal guards gave chase, shouting commands that bounced through the dark corridors like war drums. Amara's heart pounded, not just from fear, but from the thrill of freedom finally within reach. As they neared the tunnel's end, Elias noticed a wooden support beam trembling above them. A thought flashed through his mind. "Go ahead," he told Amara, handing her the torch. "Take the last turn. The gate is just beyond." "What about you?" she asked, eyes wide. "I'll be right behind you, but I need to slow them down." Before she could argue, Elias pressed a quick kiss to her forehead. "Trust me." Then he turned back and kicked the wooden beam with all his strength. The tunnel trembled. Stones fell. Dust filled the air. The pathway behind him collapsed, blocking the guards. He turned and ran after Amara. Outside, the eastern gate creaked open. Two villagers in disguise, posing as castle workers, helped Amara climb out. She gasped at the cool night air. Freedom. Moments later, Elias emerged, coughing from dust, just as the gate began to shut again. But behind them, they heard the horns. The king had been alerted. From the castle towers, torches lit up like fireflies in the dark. The royal guard poured into the streets, shouting orders. But the villagers were ready. They scattered in every direction, leading the soldiers on wild chases. Elias and Amara ducked into the forest, where a horse waited, tied to an old tree. "We ride now," Elias said, helping her up. They galloped through the trees, past streams and moonlit hills, until the castle lights were no longer visible. Hours later, they reached the edge of the kingdom, a ridge that overlooked a vast valley neither had ever crossed. "We made it," Amara whispered, barely believing it. "For now," Elias replied. "But this isn't the end." Amara turned to him. "No, it's the beginning." Back at the castle, King Aldrin stood in the great hall, surrounded by silence. His daughter had escaped. His control was broken. And among the people, a new word was rising: hope. The farmer and the princess were gone, but their story had just begun to inspire others. And deep in the valley below, as dawn began to break, Amara and Elias rode on, toward a new land and a future they would write together.